Not abiding by that creates the issue of massive damage being done to every property downstream. Remember what I said, 2,000 kilometres, so how far can this material be affecting change within environments and innocent property owners further downstream? It's huge, and they've known about it consistently since 2011, but I proved it in 2018 by showing the seeds floating, and now it's accepted as the #1 movement of the seeds and material. But that's a staggering amount of illegal activity on a government property, and we contacted them. I reckon it's probably 12 months ago that we contacted them, and they just did not acknowledge us or deal with it. So, you know, that's what you face. But this is right across the road, virtually. It's only, well, I'll say it's a kilometre here to RSPCA. And the RSPCA did a what's-the-name report with World Wildlife Fund, which said that land clearing is the #1 devastator of Australian biodiversity. And that's completely false. This stuff is expanding at 12 to 15 times per year the amount of land clearing, and it's total devastation. Nothing lives in or under this material once it gets to stage 3, and it completely blocks out the sun. In stage 2 and stage 3 there's next to nothing gets through it, so it's complete biodiversity loss, and then eventually it will kill the trees and the rest of the plants in those areas. So, you know, it's time that the government actually started to deal with these issues legally and properly, because it's a massive issue now. Anyway, I'm Gary from Lantana Removal Queensland. 0449 986 880. Tell me what you think, and see whether you can come up with any answers. Remember, it's illegal for the councils to have any law or regulation that is lower than the state government's regulation. Okay, so the Biodiversity Act is the law as far as Lantana goes, and it says it can't be released into the environment, it cannot be allowed to increase on the land it's on, and it cannot be allowed to move from that property onto anybody else's property, or to travel on someone else's property. Now, we've got the biosecurity section of the Queensland government won't even come out to site and have a discussion, because they say there's nothing to be learned. You know, how can you say there's nothing to be learned when this sort of level of infestation is going on these lands? It's illegal. It's illegal for councils to allow it to occur. And then Brisbane City Council want to run on a policy of saying, well, we're going to plant so many trees. Until we look after the bushland that we have and the lands that we have, there's no point in planting any more trees, because we won't look after those trees any better than the trees that we already have currently like this. You know, this is a disgrace. This used to carry hundreds to 1,000 kangaroos, used to lay all over the place here. They were massive groups of kangaroos. Can you imagine anybody getting inside of that mess? Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. I'm Gary, LantanaRemovalQueensland.com.au. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.